Hello everyone, happy Monday. Here is Formulate. I am the founder and creator of Master Your Path community and programs. I am a transformational coach and a mindset expert, and I help professionals, high achieving individuals to create and sustain a consistent baseline of calm and confidence, overcoming emotional pain, insecurities, low self-worth or low self-esteem, anxiety, and insecurities or emotional pain. And I'm very, very, very excited to be here and to open this week with you, as I do every Monday for our weekly live training on Monday. So I'm streaming here live on Facebook, on my page, on my private profile, in my group, on my YouTube channel, and on Instagram. And I'm not sure actually if on Instagram, are you seeing me, guys? Can you see me properly on Instagram, or do you see me like that? If you can let me know in the chat, that will be absolutely great, because it's actually the first time that I've put my phone for Instagram Live horizontal, and I wonder how it looks like on the other side. So if you can let me know in the comments, that will be absolutely great. And right, so I'm very, very excited to be here today. And let's see, you are sideways. Oh gosh, I am. All right, guys, let me just fix this. Thank you so much for letting me know. There we go. So this should be right now. Okay, is this better? Let me know on Instagram. And hello everyone. I'm super stoked to be here and open this week with you and talk about self-worth. So this is week number 2, talking about self-worth, and all week I will be sharing more videos and other kinds of posts and questions to talk about self-worth, because I find that this is really one of the concepts or one of the words that people use to really describe insecurity, or one of the things that are really in the core of any kind of emotional struggle, really. Because when you worthy yourself, when you feel worthy of well-being in whatever shape or form, whether it is in your relationships, in your financial success, in your professional success, and your creativity, whenever you feel worthy of well-being in whatever level in your life, then you can create that. And if you don't feel worthy, if you don't value yourself or appreciate yourself, then you cannot create that, you cannot reflect that to yourself in your life. And so I wanted to really dedicate, I talk a lot about this, and I wanted to dedicate 2 weeks for this specific issue. And today I will talk about 3 ways in which you can build and elevate and strengthen your sense of self-worth. Let me know in the chat if this is something that you are struggling with, if this is something that you are excited to learn about. And please go back and watch the live from last Monday. I was talking about this from a different angle, less practical and more kind of conceptual. And I've gotten really great feedback from last Monday's live, so please go ahead and check that one out. And of course, and I see some comments coming, yes, all the time. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is so, so valuable to talk about these things out openly. And you know, when we are having our workshops inside my group, in the Master Your Path group, in the Calm and Confidence professional groups on Facebook, and by the way, if you're not there yet, then this is where you want to be if you're struggling with these kind of stuff, because there we go much more in depth, and we have free trainings and long workshops with real hands-on support, and I'm in touch with every single person who is there to really make sure that you are creating well-being in your life. And I always say that well-being is a skill. So when you learn tangible tools and processes and keys to create and sustain well-being in your life, when you practice those tools, you develop this skill, and over time you master it. And this is what I am most excited and passionate about. I see more comments coming here as well on Facebook. I want to learn. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And as I was saying, inside the group, and when we do our live workshops, the level of vulnerability and sharing of people during those workshops is so heart-opening and mind-blowing and beautiful and empowering and inspiring. So you sharing, you saying that you struggle with this, you saying that you want to learn is so valuable for your own self-empowerment and for others, because you know you're not alone. And so many people feel that they are alone on this bumpy road of emotional pain or insecurities or anxieties, and you're not alone. And this is itself empowering to know and experience, right? So I want to encourage you to share, and I want to encourage you to be open about it, and I want to encourage you to join our community if you're not there yet. So this video is now streaming on different platforms in our group as well, but my Monday trainings are across platforms. So if you're not in the group, please join us. Facebook.com/group/master your path, or just comment wherever you are and I'll help you join us there. In the group, we also have every week live trainings that are only in the group, not like my Monday trainings, and they are on Zoom as well, so you can actually meet me in person and work with me very closely together. So this is for group members only in our Master Your Path community. And I am so excited, before I go into today's topic and talk about the 3 ways you can build your self-worth, I want to let you know, and this is basically the first announcement, that we're having another free 5 days workshop coming up on April 26th. So we're almost moving into April, and I am so excited because these workshops are amazing. They are a real deep dive and you know, wild ride, and for a full 5 days we have live sessions, we have workbooks, we have homework, we have support, we have interactions, and it's really amazing. So, and me and my team are working day and night to make this the most amazing experience, and the result and the feedbacks are keeping us going. So you can find the link in the description. If you're watching this on Facebook, then you can find the link to join the workshop in the description of this video. And if you're watching this on YouTube or on Instagram, just leave a comment and I'll make sure to reach out to you and to get you on board. It's free and it's amazing, and me and my team are here ready with open arms, open minds, and open hearts to support you throughout the workshop and beyond. So we are really excited to have you. The workshop is called Calm and Confidence Mastery, and it is for high achieving professionals who are struggling with stress, overwhelm, insecurities, anxiety, and emotional pain, and they know that it is possible to create a consistent baseline of calm and confidence, and they're just looking for the right tangible tools to finally do that and sustain it. So the whole idea is to sustain the transformation and not just keep falling back and forth. And this is what we are here to learn in the workshop. And I'm doing my very best to provide this kind of insights and tips every Monday here as well. So yes, Belize, I hope I'm saying your name right, Belize. Would love for you to join as well, and I will send you, I believe you actually have a message for me. I think I recognize your name. Make sure to check your request inbox on Facebook, and and you have a message from me, and I'll make sure that you do. So, okay, for today's topic, everyone, for today's topic, three ways to build your self-worth. I was already looking at the topic of the next Monday training, which I'll be talking about later because it's going to be special. But for this week, for today, 3 ways to build your self-worth. So, your ability to choose your thoughts is a skill. The freedom to choose your thinking is a skill. If you practice that skill, you have the key to change your life, because it all starts in here, in what goes on between your ears. And so having low self-worth is basically having a habit of thought, which is a belief. So a belief is a habit of thought. And you have some kind of a belief about yourself on any level of consciousness that you are not worthy of success, love, protection, nurture, joy, whatever that is. And so if you will look into your thinking, if you will look into what is that ongoing disc that is playing in your mind, you will find out that many of those thoughts are negative. Many of those thoughts are thoughts of negative aspects about you or about life or about that subject in your life that you are struggling with, that you are not feeling worthy to succeed in or to enjoy or to have. Yeah. And so it might be hard at first to just switch those thoughts and start thinking positive thoughts about that same subject. But what you can do is to practice positive thoughts about other things, other parts of yourself, other parts of life. So one thing that I recommend you practice, and again, it is a practice, don't forget, well-being is a skill. The ability to choose your thinking and to choose well-being on whatever level, shape, or form is a skill. It takes practice, yes? So one thing that I want to offer you today to practice is to every day make it into a habit to write down 1 page of positive aspects on whatever subject you choose. It can be on nature, it can be on food, it can be on music, it could be on other people in your life, your children, your spouse, your parents, your pet. It really doesn't matter. And it doesn't have to be on one subject each time. Just make it into a habit to every day. Maybe it's a good idea to choose a specific time of the day every day for you to do that. And you know what? If every day is too much for you, take it with baby steps. That's a very, very important principle. Yes. So if every day is too much, choose 3 days a week. Okay. But have it maybe in your calendar, a specific time every day or a few times a week, in which you sit down, it only takes 5 minutes, and write down a page of positive aspects in your life or in yourself. And just let it flow. You don't have to plan it. It doesn't have to be coherent or structured, or it doesn't even have to make any sense. It's just to practice thinking positive thoughts and focusing on positive aspects. So this is tip number 1, way number 1, in which you can build your self-worth. And later this week, I will be uploading and publishing a new YouTube video on my YouTube channel, where I talk about a process that starts with this key and develop itself into a full process of building your self-worth. So please stay tuned. Later this week, this will come out. A process that starts with this little tip and develops into a process of working on your self-worth. For today, this is tip number 1. Practice journaling, writing down a full page every day or 2-3 times a week of positive aspects of yourself and your life. Number 2 is to try to formulate the kind of statement, the negative statement, but just for a moment, it's very rare that I guide someone to focus on the positive, on the negative, but just for the sake of this process, for a moment, put into a clear statement your belief about your self-worth or low self-worth on whatever subject. Okay, for example, I'm very bad at something, or I am no good, or I don't deserve love, I don't deserve to be rich, I don't deserve success, I always fail at this, whatever that is, put it into a statement, very, very clear statement. And then flip it into the positive. We're basically formulating an affirmation. But the important thing here is that that affirmation that you're formulating for yourself should be something that is reachable, that is feasible, that you can actually believe, or at least practice until you can believe. So if you flip it all the way to the positive and say, I am awesome at this, I am the best at that, I am, if you go all the way from the total negative to the total positive, most probably it won't work, because you won't be able to really believe it, and the jump will be too straight. That belief that you already have has too much of a momentum to now go all the way to the other side. The momentum is too strong. It's kind of like trying to turn around a car driving in high speed and turn around it all the way to the opposite direction while it's driving in high speed. You have to slow down, right? You have to slow the momentum so you can do that. So take that effort, that negative statement, and turn it into the positive, but in the slightest way possible, so it will be actually feasible for you. Yeah. So for example, I always fail at interviews. Yeah. I suck at interviews, job interviews, for example. You can change that into, I always nail job interviews, or I'm the best in that, but that might be a bit too far to reach and actually hold on to and believe. But you can change it into, I can get better. So that's very slight. You're not saying you're good at it. You're not promising anything you don't believe you can deliver. You're just saying that you can get better. And already there you can feel the different vibration this statement has. And then over time you can take it, you can build up that positive momentum over time in practice. Yeah, so again, take that negative statement, that negative belief that you have about yourself, switch it into a positive, but in the slightest way that possible for you, and then write it down on a Post-it note and post it all over your world, on your desktop, on next to your bed, on your mirror, in the bathroom, in the car, on the fridge, all over your world, so you can start practicing thinking that thought, washing your consciousness, your awareness, your mind with that affirmation, with that statement. Because again, a belief is a habit of thought. So you want to practice and make it into a habit, so over time you can override that negative belief into a positive one. And when this positive affirmation, when this positive statement becomes just a no-brainer for you, yeah, I can get better. So now you can make it into slightly even more positive and say, I'm actually good at, or I am getting better, or that will be slightly more positive. I'm good at, even more positive. I'm great, even more. I'm the best, amazing. But take it one step at a time. Yeah. So again, number one, make it into a habit to write down a page of positive aspects of yourself or of life, whatever that may be. That was tip number one. Tip number two is to create a positive affirmation that is just slightly more positive than the negative one that you're currently having about yourself and your self-worth on whatever subject that may be for you. And number three is to find something that you already feel that you're good at, whatever that is: cooking, cleaning, taking care of your dog, painting, driving, really anything. It can be anything, even if it's the most, you know, kind of normal, obvious thing. It really doesn't matter. Something that you're good at, that you feel that you're good at, and that you enjoy doing. And then again, make it into a conscious habit of doing that. Okay, so don't make it into a conscious habit. It might be something that you're already doing, but make it into a conscious habit and really reward yourself and acknowledge yourself, your talent in doing that. Okay, how much I enjoy driving. I have this kind of smoothness in it, and I just really enjoy the feeling of control when I drive, and how I can direct my movement in the car, and how I can do this without even thinking about it. That's just a simple example, and you can take this to whatever that talent is, and it can really be the most obvious or kind of regular activity. So that's number 3. Make it into a conscious habit to execute and demonstrate an activity that you're good at and that it is easy for you, and acknowledge that as you demonstrate that activity. So I hope this is helpful for you. I hope that you're liking this. You can choose just one of these 3. You don't have to do all 3 all at once, but choose one of these 3 and try them, and please let me know how that is going for you. Now, in 2 weeks, next Monday, we will not have a weekly training on a Monday because that is Easter, right? So we will not have a training on Monday, but then instead in 2 weeks on, I believe that is April 12th, we will have a long live training. It will be kind of like, it will be a master class. So it'll be longer. Usually I'm going live here for about 25, 30 minutes every Monday. In 2 weeks from now, on Monday the 12th, I believe, we will have a long masterclass here, just like this one, but it will be about 90 minutes long. So please put that in your calendar and come prepared to take notes and to sit back and take your time. We will be talking about 3 keys to cultivate inner peace, and how you can, even if you have no experience with meditation, or the experience that you have is not a good one, and you can't get your mind to rest, or you can't sit down quietly, or you know, I hear all kinds of things about troubles people have with meditation, and I've been asking in my group, what do people want me to talk about? And this is why I've chosen this subject. There are many others, and we will be covering them in the next weekly trainings and in the free workshop, the free 5-day workshop that we have on April 26th in the group. But in 2 weeks from now, on my weekly Monday training all across platforms, we will have a longer 90-minute masterclass about 3 keys to cultivate inner peace and use meditation. And it will be at 7 p.m. Central Europe time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time. So 1 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central Europe time. For those of you in the UK, that is 6 p.m. Central Europe, UK time, okay? And we will be talking about meditation. I see some comments coming in. Thank you, Woodwood. Yes, this is helpful. Meditation, great. Thank you, guys. I'm really happy to see your comments. So yes, April 12th, Monday in 2 weeks from now, 7 p.m. Central Europe time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time, we will be having a 90 minutes masterclass about 3 keys to cultivate inner peace and use meditations in a easy but powerful way. So please join me on Monday 2 weeks from now, and then again on April 26th, 2 weeks after that. So in exactly 4 weeks from today, we will be starting our 5 days free workshop, Common Confidence Mastery, in our beautiful community, Master Your Path, Common Confidence Professional on Facebook. You can register to this. It's free and it's amazing. I can't wait to have you all join me there. And that's it, guys. That's it for today. If you have any questions, if you need any links, any answers, any kind of support, please comment below, send me a DM. I'm here to support you, to offer guidance, direction, insights, and a lot of love. Sending you a lot of love here as well, and wishing you a beautiful week, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, everyone.